Good day. It's Janet from JRK Handcrafted. Ooh, it's been a while since I've posted anything up on my site. I don't know what I've been doing. I guess just kind of hoarding them. Anyway, it is July 2020, and but I was in the mood to do some Christmas mini albums, so I have a couple. I also have some generic albums as well. So this album here measures, let me just see here, measures 9 inches wide, so 9 inches here, by 8.5 by 3 1/4. Okay. The front's pretty simple. It just has this here, and I thought this was a good opportunity to put some journaling in or put the family's name or whatever here. And then this just has a little tag here, and it has room for a photo. With most of my albums, I will usually put this remove and replace. It can come off. It doesn't leave any mark on the paper. And you would just cut your photo to 3 by 4 and stick it on there. Now, I don't believe I have any 3 by 4s here, but I do have some other different sizes that I can show you as we go along. Anyway, and then this just slides back in here. And it has a cute little eyelet there and just some twine. The spine has this really cute, it's matted on black cardstock, and yeah, he's really sweet. And I applied some googly eyes on him and put a jewel in his crown. So, and then the back is just this snowflake paper, which has been matted again with white. So all of the front cover has been matted with white around the edges, outside of the pattern paper. So let's go in. There's 6 pages in this album, I believe. 1, 2, oh, I could be lying. I think there's 5. My bad. Anyway, let's have a look inside. The paper is just stunning. It's very bright and cheery, true Christmas reds. A little bit of whimsy in there, and then some glitter and whatnot to kind of jazz it up. So on the inside front cover here, of course, obviously we have all the presents here. This ribbon unties, and inside this opens up to house a 4 by 4. 4 by 4 here and there and here and there. So you have lots of space for a 4 by 4. Now, this is not a Christmas picture, but if you were to remove this, then you would just put your 4 by 4 right on top, and that would sit like that. And you could do that for any of these spaces. Now, it wasn't difficult to cut this 4 by 6 into a 4 by 4. There was obviously some trees over here and on this side, but the focus was the 2 people in the picture. So again, like I said, once you removed this, and again, just because it says remove and replace with 4 by 4, you can put a 3 by 3 on here if you wanted to. This is just a suggestion, just because that's the way the layout was done, but you can change that up to what suits yourself. So then this closes up. Oops, sorry, this goes this way. This closes, oh, my bad. This closes up, this closes up, this closes up. Beautiful paper here. And then this just reties. And this ribbon is plenty long enough to make a really kind of nice bow on here. There we go. Not perfect, but we'll leave it as is. Okay, on the front of the first page here, we have a tag, which pulls out here. And again, there's room for a 3 by 4. Let me just mention to you that this particular album will hold 93 pictures. Now, when I say 93 pictures where I have designated photo spots. But there's no reason why you couldn't put a photo here. There's no reason why you couldn't just slide a small photo here. So there's more than 93 spaces. That's just what I've designated as photo spots here in the album. Okay, this opens up, and then this opens up. And again, you could put a picture here. This little Santa Claus envelope has room for a 3 by 4. And it just slides right back in here. So this little cutout is cut right out of the paper, and that just can slide right in. That way we don't lose any of the pretty paper that's here. Over here we have a pocket. This pocket houses a tag and a photo mat. each able to hold 3x4. And again, you've got lots of space here if you wanted to, you know, if you had additional photos, more than 93. And then this opens. Let me just move this a little bit this way. This opens up, and you've got 3x3, and I believe I do, and actually this is a Christmas photo. You've got 3x3s. So then a 3x3 would sit perfectly there. And you would just have the matting of the burgundy, red burgundy paper in the background. So that would look really cute. So 3x3, 3x3, a 4x6 here, a 4x6 here, and then 2 3x3s. So you've got lots just in this first front page, lots of room for photos there. Okay, let's flip over to here. So this one we're going to make you work to actually see your pictures. Now, you could put a 2x3 on here if you chose to. So this is a very old photo, but it works for sizing. Now these just have clear cutout acrylic or circles with brads in them. So these open up, and I'll just move this way a little bit for you. These open up like so. And like so, not acrylic, I guess, acetate. And then you could put a 3x4 photo there, a 3x4 photo there. This actually is longer. You could fit more than a 3x4 photo on there, actually, if you remove this, because it's just straight paper in the back. So you could put up to a, you know, 3x5 even, or 5¼ would fit there nicely as well. I just put the 3x4s there just as an example. And then here you have a beautiful mat, and on the back you have room for 2 2x3s and a 4x6. Now, just because these are oriented this way, if two of your photos were in the portrait version and you had a 4x6 that was portrait, you could take and just put your pictures this way. And I'm just going to put a couple of 2x3s on here. You could go this way. I don't really have a 4x6 that's in portrait, but they would sit this way. So just because the orientation when I put down the examples are this way, there's no reason why you can't switch it up and put your pictures whichever way you like. Anyway, and then that just slides in this belly band, and this little piece down here is just kind of a bit of a bumper. It just kind of stops it from falling out. And then this just closes up and goes around the acetate circles here. And on the second one, I just kind of wind it around twice. There we go. And then this one, again, you may have to lift up on the acetate a little bit just to get that twine under there. But yeah. All right. So that's the back of the first page. Then we go on to the front of the second page, and we've got a little pocket here. It has room for a 3x4 photo. And then we have this is magnetized, so it's got this little tab to open the picture. We've got room for a 3x4 and a 3x4. This opens up. We've got room for that 4x4. So again, that would go there, and if it's a Christmas, it would look really, really nice with the wreaths there. And then we have, like in the previous page, we have this nice big 6x6 piece. This time I framed it out with pattern paper to look like a frame. And I know you're seeing the same picture again and again, but if you were to put your picture there, that looks pretty awesome. You know, if you had a picture of the kids around the Christmas tree or some holiday event, baking or whatever, that would be really cool. So this actually is hidden in here. So there's a cut in the paper again. Now, again, here, look, check this out. You could do more photos there. You could put more photos up there if you wanted to. Okay, and this closes up, and this closes up. Then this opens up, and we're on to the back of the second page. And this has a Merry Bingo card and room for a 4x6. And this is just a ribbon belly band, actually. It's just a ribbon holding it and the bumper down below. And then this folds out. Okay, so there's designated spots for your 3x4s. Here again, we've got a photo mat, room for 3x4, and it's just a little insertion point here. So we've made like a little pocket. And then this opens up, and we've got room for the 2 2x3s and 4x6. Now in this case, the 2x3s, you really couldn't change the orientation from a landscape because, you know, you can't rotate the book. However, if you wanted to and you had a 3x4, you could put it here in landscape orientation or portrait, depending on. So just because these are here and these are separated doesn't mean that you can't put a 3x4 in here. So keep that in mind. Same with the 4x6s. You could put 2 3x4s on here as well. So that closes up, and then that closes up, and then we're on to the front of the third page. It has this really cool big candy cane, which kind of looks really cool with these snowmen here. Again, a 3x4 here, 2 3x4s, excuse me. This opens up, and this basically mirrors this. We've got 2 3x4s, and then in here you have 4x4 waterfall. So there's lots and lots and lots of room here for photos. Okay, and that folds up, and then that's magnetized. Okay, now on to the back of the third page. So this one, I thought this was really cute. I did not cut this apart in any way. I kind of carried it across here to the under page. You'll see that the rest of it's here. Again, if you wanted to put pictures up here or inside here, that's certainly your prerogative by any means. But when you open it on the far left, you have the truck and everything, only a kind of a smaller version going this way, which is made an insertion point. You've got 2 photo mats, which would hold 3x4 each. And then you've got this really cool train, the Polar Express, going across the bottom here, along with a photo mat, which will hold a 3x4. There's little pieces here. You can see where the little thumb indents are. And then this one is a booklet, and it holds 2 4x4s. Those just slide in there. And then this one here goes in this top pocket, and it's a fairly long one, so it will hold a 4x6 plus there's some decorated paper up there. So this can go all the way down. So this one, of course, the pocket is only this long. This pocket here, actually, you can insert anything that goes all the way down to here. So you could actually put a 5x7 photo in there without any difficulty at all. Okay. Then over to here, this is the front of the 5th page. This is fairly simple. 3x4 here. Put it that way, I guess. So just a photo mat there. And then on this side, we have the candy cane, 2 3x4s, 2 4x4s. So there's lots of opportunity to do something there. And this is magnetized, so that holds it down. Okay, so that's a pretty simple page. And then we go back here. The album was getting fairly full. So, you know, I wanted to make sure that there was significant room for your photos. So this page, again, is pretty plain. Has just a tag here, which is magnetized, which opens. Let me bring you down here. And you have room for 2 3x4s there. Okay. And then in this big, big pocket here, you have room for a 4x6 and a 4x6. So those are just sliding in there. And then this folds up. And again, like I said, it's magnetized. Then here on the front of the last page, we have again this 6x6 piece, which is great for journaling. You can put your final comments in here, or if you change this up with where it is in the book and switch off one of the other ones, this can be your introduction as well. So, and on the back here, again, just all about photos. Now what this particular 6x6 does, because it's in here, is it keeps these 2 doors, if you want to call them that, doors closed. So this opens, and what you have here is 2 tags, one on each side, with these little kind of accent tags here, and they hold 3 by 3. I think this one did too. Yes, 3 by 3. And then you have this large clipboard type mat, which holds a 4 by 4, and that just slides in behind this belly band. And this little down at the bottom here is basically the bumper that keeps it all in place. Then this closes back up. This 6 by 6 fits back in there, and everything's snug and tidy. Okay, last page. Okay, so on this one we have a tag which has a cute little bow on the top and room for a 3 by 4. And then at the top here we have a 3 by 3. Now that will, you could probably put a 3 by 4 in there, but I left it as a 3 by 3 just so it didn't end up going off the top. And then here, room for a 3 by 4. So you basically have on this side 3 pockets. This one is a kind of a medium size. This one is the larger, and then of course the one up here at the top. And then finally on the back of the cover, we've got 2 belly bands. So again, these will, this opens this way and it is magnetized. So these will hold 3 by 4s. And as I had mentioned before, if you wanted to cover this pattern paper, you could put twice as many 3 by 4s in here. So, so these ones here are all in the portrait orientation. Okay, these ones are in the landscape. So the top is if you have any of your photos that are in landscape orientation. And like I said, you can, if you wanted to, you could change this up and put photos in there depending on how many you have. You may want to keep the pattern paper just the way it is, and then that's magnetized and holds that shut. So that is my Holiday Memories mini. I'm hoping to get the video finished and up on my site, jrkhandcrafted.com, in the next day or 2. So watch for it there. But if you're on the site and you have any questions, by all means, give me a shout, or if you have any other questions that you have with regards to this album or any other album that may be on the site or anything else that's on the site, considering there's also jewelry and there's also artworks there. Please feel free to drop me a note. Anyways, thanks so much and have an awesome day.